Namaskar, and again, all of you are welcome in our dictionary series of Nishulk IAS, where we are on the mission to have a perfect command on our language in respect of civil service examination. So, the five words I have selected for you are accretion, accrue, accumulation, HA, and HA. HA and HE. These words are used simultaneously or alternatively in general terms. These two words also used alternatively in the general term. So what is accretion? The process of adding new layer. Accretion. Suppose I have something over here and the new material is forming the same thing through the covering it or making a new layer over here. Then the process is known as accretion and it will take time. Process, please note down, process, it is involving a process means involving a chronology of the different stages to complete a circle. Process, the process of adding new layer, in Hindi sanchit vriddhi. In our school or the college time, there used to be a sanchayika means a particular account where over the period of the time the fund from the government side is adding year on year basis, and in the last you are getting the whole amount in accumulated form. Process of adding new layer, sanchit vriddhi, accrue, to increase over the long period of the time, समय के साथ वृद्धि होना. Now this was the new layer accretion, right? But when we are counting the whole material, we are saying now the material increase in its quantity and density. That means now we are taking or we are absorbing this layer into the whole. And now we used to say through the our calculation that the process has done over an increased material to this whole bound to increase over a long period of the time. Now we are talking about the whole. We are not talking about this new layer that was formed through the process of the accretion. Yes, so we are not talking about this whole. And we used to say that this amount of collection has increased over the period of the time. समय के साथ वृद्धि होना, because समय के साथ we have added the new layer in this whole bunch of pounds. Third word is accumulate, gradually get more and more over the period of the time. When you get something of the same character over the period of the time and you say I am getting more and more, then it is known as accumulate. But it is in a stagnant position, ekatra karna, gradually get more and more over the period of the time. HA, a feel, to feel a continuous dull pain, but it is not of the to feel a continuous dull pain, हल्की पीड़ा का निरंतर होना, continuous dull pain. Or HE, suffering from a continuous dull pain, right? The word which is making difference between these two words is suffering. You feel that from the last 3 or 2 days I am having a pain in my elbow, but when you found that this pain is now of a permanent character, this pain is now of the permanent character, then you got I'm suffering from the elbow pain. From the last 3 to 7 days, you are having a pain in your elbow. Then you go to the doctors or the physiotherapist And the physiotherapist now used to say, it will be a continuous process through your life, or now it will be a continuous or the stagnant part or the portion for the coming 1, 2, 3 or the 4 years or the whole life. So when something get stabilized, suffering, and it is not suitable or the comfortable for you, you say I'm suffering from. So suffering from a continuous slide play, निरंतर हल्की पीड़ा का होना, right? So HA is not of the permanent character, but the HE, HE, HA, HE, H is of the permanent character because it involves suffering. That means something is continuous going against your comfort zone, suffering. So these were the 5 words: accretion, accrue, accumulate, HA and HE. Thank you for today. For the next 5 words, till tomorrow, Jai Hind and Vande Mataram.